Guess who's back? Back again. It's this guy, Sammy the Man McIntyre. We're back. Moving the Chains podcast. This week's got me feeling nicey. Woo! Because draft week is here, baby. Let's freaking go. I'm fired up. I already know Raiders going to get Fernando on Thursday night, so I'm going to break down every pick. I'm going to go 1 through 10 tonight, just like I did last year. I had a memory on my Facebook page telling me what, I posted last year. I'm going to go 1 through 10 tonight, 11 through 20, Tuesday, Wednesday, 20 through 30, and then Thursday before the draft, last couple picks. So I'll do that first 30, all 32 picks. So, with the first overall pick, the Las Vegas Raiders. There was something in the air tonight. The skies are bright. Fernando Mendoza. Write it down in Sharpie. Slam dunk. Let's go. Start this new era of Raider football. Kid has Heisman level poise. Drake May arm strength. Clint Kubiak offense. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this thing started, man. It fires me up, all right? So I got Fernando Mendoza going 1. That's a slam dunk. Should have been written in Sharpie back in December. Then I got the New York Jets. Jets, Jets. They got taking, I'm writing it down. I forgot to write his name down. Arvell Reese. I'm going to go him, linebacker / edge, the very versatile player out of Ohio State. I was kind of conflicted because I know it could be David Bailey. It could be him. But I'm going to roll with kind of just like the Lions in Jacksonville, that 2022 draft. The Jaguars took kind of I would say, raw prospect with Trayvon Walker. I'm going that route with the New York Jets. Aaron Glenn, I know he had Aiden Hutchinson in Detroit, but I think the Jets are trying to rebuild here. They just need foundational pieces, and I feel like Arvell Reese, fits that mold completely, 100%. So I got the Jets taking Arvell Reese, linebacker / edge from Ohio State University. And then the third overall pick, we got the Arizona Cardinals. I could go a lot of different directions here. I could have gone David Bailey. Kind of gives them an edge presence with Josh Sweat, who they got from the Eagles after that Super Bowl run they had 2 years ago. But I'm going to roll Francis Mauigoa from Miami of Florida. Listen, the Cardinals, I read a stat. This bothered me when I just read it. Is that they gave up 59 sacks last year, 5th most in the league. And their run blocking was very much porous as well. They got to get better on the offensive line. It does not help. You got to face the Rams in division with their front four. Seattle's got theirs. And San Francisco, if Bosa and Michael Williams kind of get going, you got a handful in that division. So you got to get guys that can play. So I'm going to take Francis Mauigoa from Miami. He can play tackle, but he's very versatile. He can pitch in at guard. I feel like that, to me, fits like the right move for the Arizona Cardinals as Mike LaFleur in that new era of Arizona Cardinal football gets jump-started, Matt LaFleur's little brother. Tennessee Titans, 4th overall pick. I have got them taking, there's some love in the air tonight. I have got Jeremiah Love going to the Tennessee Titans because Robert Saleh, I could have picked David Bailey at this spot right here. Polish, put him with Jeffrey Simmons, that's nasty because Robert Saleh's defensive guy, trying to bring that edge, that culture from San Francisco to Tennessee. They need it badly. But Cam Ward's your franchise. You didn't go out and get Brian Daboll, offensive coordinator, for nothing. So, given his track record and what he saw in San Francisco, how valuable a running back can be with Christian McCaffrey in San Francisco, I've got them taking Jeremiah Love, take some pressure off Cam Ward. Tony Pollard's had about 700 carries last couple of years. He's been a workhorse, getting up there in age. So, I feel like Jeremiah Love's going to just kind of seamlessly get in with Cam Ward and get that thing going in the right direction with the Titans. Every time the Titans have been good in my lifetime, Eddie George, Derrick Henry, they've had their kind of identity and what they want to do. The New York Giants, so this is interesting. They traded with the Bengals. The Dexter Lawrence trade happened Saturday night going into Sunday morning. I'll touch on that later on in the week, what my thoughts are. So the Giants have 2 picks now. They take the Bengals 10th pick. So the Giants have 2 picks, 5 and 10. So I'm going to break those down. So the first pick with the New York Giants at 5th overall, I got them taking Sonny Styles. Listen, John Harbaugh comes from Baltimore. He's trying to bring that nasty, tough, East Coast, blue blood physical, black and blue division kind of football to the New York Giants. And the New York Giants have been good my whole life. When they've been good, they've had really good defenses with Nasty, Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson. You had that front four of the NASCAR package, JPP, O.C. Manure, Michael Strahan. But you get this guy, Sonny Styles, who is an absolute freak show. I saw it at the Combine firsthand. He just pops off my screen, okay? He's 6'5", 244, 4.4 speed. This kid's got it all. And I feel like all that John Harbaugh's preaches, toughness, attitude. Feels like the attitude area WWE. We got a ruthless aggression and attitude. So I feel like Sonny Styles fits that mold. If he pops, and I believe he can, John Harbaugh saw firsthand how the Ravens had it with Ray Lewis in that, when they had a leader in the middle of that defense for all those years in Baltimore. John Harbaugh got him near the back half of Ray Lewis's career. But he sees the very trueness of getting a great linebacker and what that means for your defense. Roquan Smith, the list goes on and on with Baltimore. And now John Harbaugh goes to the Giants. The number 6 pick, we've got the Cleveland Brownies. I've got them taking a kid in-state, Carnell Tate from Ohio State. This just feels like the obvious one to me. You have to help Shedeur Sanders out, whatever he is at this point in his career. He's young, but you got to keep building toys around him. They can go a multitude of ways. Some people have them going offensive line. I'm doing it. My mock draft, how I roll. It's the bottom line because I said so, baby. So I'm going to roll Carnell Tate here. I just have a feeling with Carnell Tate. Great ball skills, in the air, speed, kind of unique for his size. I got Cleveland Browns taking Carnell Tate from The Ohio State University, stays in state. The Washington Commanders, the number 7 pick, Kevin Craner, my guy's team. This was a tough one for me. They could have gone Jeremiah Love, but I already picked him to the Titans. I just feel like it's going to help him out a little bit. Jane Daniels, we don't know the health, but in that division now, I have them taking Mansour Delane from LSU, was at Virginia Tech, then transferred. He's the best pure corner in this draft. LSU puts out corners like it's nobody's business. Stingley, Patrick Peterson, you go on and on. I have them taking Mansour Delane. Very good speed, ball skills, fits what they want to do in Dan Quinn's system in Washington. DC-born kid. It just feels right at home. Virginia Tech, LSU, but kind of that area. I have them taking Mansour Delane. You're in division with Dallas and their 2 weapons, Pickens, Lamb. You got to deal with the Giants. If they add a receiver, they could be dangerous. Watch out. Maybe later rounds. I don't have them taking it in the top 10. Jordan Tyson could be the pick, but to me, too much injury concern. Little red flags for me. So, I've got them taking Mansour Delane. You got to cover in that division. You got, Eagles got their receivers, Wicks and Smith, and all their toys, and you got to cover. So I just have a feeling Washington's going to go corner in that spot. Number 8 pick, I have got the New Orleans Saints. This was a tough one for me before. About a couple months ago, I had them taking Jeremiah Love, Parham, Kamara's getting older, and that sort of thing. But I've got them taking Reuben Bain. Cam Jordan's getting up there in age. I know Reuben Bain just had the incident with the car, and that's kind of weird. It kind of, escalated. But I have got the New Orleans Saints taking Reuben Bain. Cam Jordan's getting up there in age. They need some edge presence down there. And watch out. That could be a dangerous team. That Saints defense, I don't love that Brandon Staley's your coordinator. It's kind of got some problems, but Reuben Bain fits that mold completely and absolutely figuratively. And number 9, the Kansas City Chiefs, a rare sighting. First time they've been in the top 10 since a guy that they took number 10, and that's Patrick Mahomes. This is the last time they'll be there, I believe. So I've got the Kansas City Chiefs. This was a tough one for me. I could have gone Reuben Bain, but I'm going to go Caden Proctor here. I know that's a little too rich for his spot. He had a down year, had a lot of weight issues, a lot of stuff go on. But I got them taking Caden Proctor, big kid, junior, tough guy, went to Iowa, then went to Bama. He knows how to play football. So I've got them taking Caden Proctor. Juwan Taylor was trash last year, garbage. They got to protect Patrick Mahomes. He's coming off an ACL injury. So I have got them taking Caden Proctor from Alabama. And the last but not least for my 1 through 10 picks tonight, New York Giants. They go safety Caleb Downs. If there's one thing I know about John Harbaugh, he saw the importance of a safety in Baltimore, and his name was Kyle Hamilton. That's this kind of guy's ability. ball skills, range, can play, in the slot, play safety, play center field. He was at Alabama, dominated. Then he went to Ohio State, kicked everybody's ass. This kid's got that kind of ability. So I've got the New York Giants taking impactful players on defense to kind of set that culture, set that tone for John Harbaugh and the New York Giants. So that is all I got for you guys tonight. 1 through 10. That was my mock draft extravaganza. Tomorrow I've got 11 through 20. And I'll give you guys more. So that is all I got for you guys tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. This guy's back. Hope you guys are doing well. Manic Monday. Adios. Godspeed.